Today on the Frugal Filmmaker, I'm going to show you a better way of using the Frugal Filmmaker short film idea deck. Now the idea deck is basically just a deck of cards that's been customized with words and pictures to help you with short story creation. You can get it through printerstudio.com. I'll leave a link below in the description. It costs about $10 plus $5 shipping. I get a teeny percentage of that, so that is always nice, but hopefully this is made to help you and me create short stories. Now when you get it in the mail, you'll get it in this decent plastic case, just like you see here. I'm just going to take the cards out, and there's no real instructions per se because I couldn't create them on the website, but you do have the two jokers which kind of outline how to use this deck. Now each joker has a picture, obviously, and several words describing various parts of your story. You have location, occupation of a character, goal of a character, object that can be used in the story, a twist ending if you want one, a tone of the whole thing or of a character trait, and a character verb, which is how one character treats another character. So those are the basic instructions. I'm going to show you how this works. Let's say you want to create a story with two characters. That's kind of a common pattern, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to deal out 6 cards. Okay, so we have at the very top here, we have a location, which is a kitchen. Most people have access to a kitchen. That shouldn't be too hard. Then we have character number 1, or the protagonist, is an attendant of some kind. Could be any kind of attendant, valet, I suppose, works any kind of establishment, attends other people. Could be a bartender, I guess. Lots of different things you can do with that. The second character, or the antagonist, is a programmer, computer programmer. Can program, I guess, all kinds of things. Being in control of any specific program would work, I guess. Then the goal of the protagonist is to offer something. We're going to use a goal here, an object here. Offer a reflection. Well, that's kind of weird, but we can change that here in the future. And then the twist ending, if you want one, reality is fiction, or false reality, virtual reality. Could be interesting, combining that with maybe the computer programming aspect of this. Okay, so let's go back here. The goal of the protagonist, or the attendant, is to offer a reflection to the programmer. Now that seems a little strange, but maybe in the virtual reality element it may make more sense. However, we're going to change this just because we can, and that's the whole point of this deck, is to deal with things that you don't like, since this is completely random. So let's say that doesn't make any sense, so I'm going to change the object. I like the offer. I think that works. Helps define the story or what one character is going to do, but we're going to change what the offering is to food. Okay, you're in a kitchen. One character is going to offer another character food. Maybe this is a work kitchen area, like a break room area, that kind of thing. So maybe the whole scene takes place, or the whole short takes place in this kitchen, and one character is going to offer another character food. That's their goal. Maybe they want them to eat something. Maybe they want to offer them something that's not that healthy. Maybe they're trying to torpedo some program that the programmer is working on, or put them out of the picture. And anyway, another way you can delineate or help to know what one character wants from the other character, or what one character wants to do to the other character, is to keep drawing cards. So let me go down here to the bottom here, and the character verb is to mother. The protagonist wants to mother the antagonist. The antagonist wants to ogle the protagonist. So as you can see, it's kind of it's getting a little strange here. I'm not sure exactly how all these details could work out. But again, that's why we're doing random story creation, is to kind of see what falls into place, and then to see what your brain does with it. So let's just stop there. Since we kind of had a basic idea earlier about one character, they're going into the break room area. The attendant wants to offer food to the programmer to mother them, I guess. Maybe the attendant really likes the programmer. Another thing you can do here is to set up gender, maybe make this sort of a mutual attraction thing, is that you have color-coded cards. You have suits, obviously, in colors. I like to think of the black cards, B-L-A-C-K, as 5 letters. Woman has 5 letters, so this could be a woman, this could be a woman, since they're both black. You could also have, if there was a red card involved, when you define the characters, it could be a man, because red has 3 letters, man has 3 letters. You could do that if you wanted. But let's say you kind of have a sort of an idea what you want to do here as far as basic plot structure. So now what you can do is look at the pictures on all the cards that you've generated, the cards that you're going to keep, and come up with a story. So we've got an x-ray, we've got, oh, the police are involved here, maybe a crime is happening, we've got a car accident, we've got a mysterious door opening and light spilling into the room, maybe the kitchen is dark, I don't know. You have some kind of gambling going on here. You have a gun and a drink and money. Some gamble is taking place. Maybe the attendant is betting that the programmer is going to eat the food and they are going to gain something from that. You also have graffiti, which could also be associated with crime, I suppose, in this setting. And then you have a gun. So lots of criminal element things going on here with the police and the gun and the gambling, which doesn't have to be illegal gambling, but it could be one character betting on another character. Maybe the attendant offers the food to the programmer, and the programmer then has a car accident later. It doesn't really show here that they die. I don't see any dead bodies or graves or anything, but you do have an x-ray, so maybe they end up in the hospital as a result of this action here. Now, considering that the character, the protagonist, wants to mother the other character, I'm not sure why they would offer them food that would get them into a car accident. Maybe it was an accident as far as maybe the food was old and had food poisoning, and the second character gets sick and then has a car accident and ends up in the hospital. But considering the crime elements here, I would think that it was something else, that it was more intentional. So maybe we need to change that to something else. Or you can just change it yourself. You don't need the cards. You could always draw another card and say, oh, they want to defend the other character. I don't know if that really works either. Maybe we just need to throw this out altogether. Another thing we haven't really looked at yet is also the twist ending possibilities. Here we have the twist ending card, which says had it all along. So whatever the character was after from the programmer, maybe that's why they were going to poison them, they realized they had the thing all along and they didn't need to go through any of this. So maybe they really injure or potentially kill the other character trying to gain something, and in reality they had it the entire time, which maybe means they end up in jail because for no reason, because they didn't have to go through all this to get what they wanted, but they did it out of greed or whatever, and they ended up in trouble. So as you can kind of see the overview here, there's all kinds of ways you can go with this based on completely on interpretation. It doesn't have to mean any of this, of course, and if you don't like any details, you can just keep drawing cards. But the idea is that you generate this basic story from all these words and pictures, and they help you to develop these things. Again, if you do end up obtaining one of these decks, whether you purchase it or if you win it, because I have a contest every first Monday of the month with the Frugal Filmmaker Q&A, where you could potentially win one of these decks. But however you get one, I'd really appreciate any kind of feedback you could give me. Please send me an email to frugalfilmmaker@gmail.com. That would really help so I can know how to improve this for future releases. If you like this video, please come to thefrugalfilmmaker.com for more. And as always, thanks for watching.